So if you're like me and you can't go a day without wearing an Apple Watch, but you're not sure if you want to upgrade to the Series 10, well, this is the perfect video for you. I've been having the Apple Watch Series 10 for a little over a month now, and I'm going to tell you some things I love about it and some reasons why you may not need or want to upgrade. Let's get right into it. So first off is just going to be the look and the feel of the new Apple Watch Series 10. This thing is super thin and you really can tell a difference when putting this on your wrist compared to some of the older series. Maybe not so much the Series 9, but definitely if you have something before that. I came from an SE, so it was definitely a big difference and a noticeable size comparison, but also the display. It's up to 2000 nits of brightness with an always on OLED display. So coming from an SE or anything older than really a Series 9, you don't get anything close to that. So now I can't lie, the biggest buzz around the Series 10 was really just the jet black colorway that it came in for this year and the aluminum finish. But it does have two other finishes if jet black's really not your thing. It does come in the silver and the rose gold colorway in the aluminum finishes, and it does come in 3 different titanium polish finishes as well for this year's Series 10. Moving on to the features and functionality of the Apple Watch Series 10. So obviously this gets a little bit kind of steady in terms of what it has been in the past, because again, if you're coming from a Series 9, even the series couples before that, the features haven't really changed too much. Some of the functionality has changed with the new software updates, so we're going to get into that. Now, watchOS has always leaned more towards the outdoors, fitness, and health side of things, and that didn't really change with watchOS 11. Improvements to sleep tracking, your ECG, and other vital apps, fitness, health apps were all in this watchOS 11 update, and with the new S10 chip, everything just works seamlessly and a little bit faster than the previous models. One of my favorite features actually happens to be the arrangement feature, where you can kind of arrange your apps how you want on the Apple Watch display, so that if you're not in list view, you can actually scroll and kind of find your apps towards the top and not scroll as much towards the bottom to find the most used apps on your Apple Watch. So really cool way. Obviously you can do that in your Apple Watch app. You can kind of arrange the apps how you want, so that you can easily find the apps on your Apple Watch. So speaking of scrolling, the gestures is finally a fully functional feature on the Apple Watch Series 10, and actually it was a fully functional feature on the Series 9 before. So if you have the Series 9, like I said, this might be a feature where it doesn't really excite you to upgrade to the Series 10. So the gestures was the double tap feature that Apple kind of displayed for kind of touchless features for your Apple Watch apps, such as music, such as timers, things like that when you're out on a run, or just listening to music, you want to skip tracks or pause tracks. You can do all that with just the double tap of the fingers. Side note, I do know there was like a shortcut that everybody was talking about with the accessibility settings and all that with older Apple Watches, where you could technically do the gestures, but it was just a back end way to do it. So if you do have an older Apple Watch and you want to have similar features of the gestures of the double tap, you can certainly do that through the accessibility settings in your Apple Watch app, but otherwise it is fully functional on the Series 9 and Series 10 and built right in. So moving on to Apple Watch Series 10 wallpapers. So we got new lock screen wallpapers for the Apple Watch, and the Flux has been my favorite. Obviously you can change to different themes and colorways, but compared with the previous generation screens, with the Apple Watch Series 10, it is a game changer. So I mean, not only with the brightness, but the always on retina display, you can kind of always see it, and it just makes a big difference coming from a non-always on display Apple Watch. So to kind of wrap things up, guys, basically if you guys have a Series 9, I would say, unless you just want the brighter always on retina display of the OLED screen, there's really no urgent need for the Series 10 upgrade, unless, like I said, unless you just want that kind of that little bit faster Apple Watch performance and just a little bit better screen. But other than that, there's really not too much difference between the Series 9 and Series 10, unless you really also just want the jet black colorway. That's why a lot of people upgraded. So the jet black finish is really sleek. It's really nice. So that would be what I would do. But if you have the SE or the Series 8 or before, definitely worth the upgrade. Even if you're not a jet black color fan, obviously, like I said, they do have 2 other options in the aluminum. And then if you want to go a little bit higher in terms of the cost, the titanium polished colorways are very, very nice as well. So, and obviously they come with different bands and all that. That is a little bit different from before. So there you go. There you have it. That kind of should hopefully help. If you have any more questions or comments down below, make sure you leave those, and then make sure you don't leave this video without giving it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.